They called me a hero when I came home. Put a medal in my hand, flag on my front porch, and expected me to live like none of it happened. Over there, you do what you have to do. You kill to stay alive. You shut off pieces of yourself to make it through the night. And when you come home, you can't just turn that off. You don't get to leave the war behind. It follows you. And it follows everyone who loves you too. They called us heroes, but didn't come inside the house when the yelling started. They didn't sit at the table while I drank away the man I used to be. No one wants to hear the ugly parts. The parts where the war turns you cruel. Where you don't recognize your reflection. Where you hurt the people you swore you'd protect. You stop sleeping. You stop feeling. You learn to survive in ways that don't belong in the real world. And when it is over, when you come home, you don't know how to be a husband or a father or even a person. I came back and brought the war with me. I knew there were parts of myself that were wrong. I knew it when I watched her hide the bruises, when I heard the silence after the screaming stopped. And they still called me a hero too.
We were born into this, into men who never came all the way home, into women who had to pick up the pieces, into stories we were never told until we saw the damage for ourselves. My family stepped up for men who couldn't step up for themselves. And what did we get? A history of silence, of broken promises, of inherited grief, a legacy of broken men. I hear people talk about veterans like every one of them is a hero. But what kind of hero puts his wife in the hospital? What kind of hero drinks himself numb, rages at the people he loves, and leaves a trail of scars you'll never even see on his own body? Is that what a hero is supposed to look like? The war didn't end when the guns stopped firing. It moved into our home, into our bloodline, into every unspoken rule at the dinner table. We love them, but we don't forget what they did, and we don't carry their shame for them anymore. Maybe it ends with refusing to call every man in uniform a hero, just because it's easier than admitting what some of them became. If I were to talk about the real heroes, those would be the women who stayed, the kids who learned to tiptoe around a landmine of a man, the families who picked up after them while the world cheered and thanked them for their service. I don't remember the war they fought overseas, but I remember the ones waged in our living room. It's a strange feeling to grow up loving someone you're afraid of, to be proud of a father you also resent. Silence has always been a part of our inheritance. We weren't supposed to question the stories people told about men like him, that the world would rather pretend his violence was something noble, an unfortunate side effect of duty, instead of the cruel choices made. And we, the women and children, became collateral damage in a war they said was over. When will I receive my medal?